Aita for refusing to pay for my friend's holiday. A couple of months ago, I and 5 of my friends planned a holiday together for Berlin. One of my friends, let's call him James, decided it would be easier if he booked all of the accommodation and we sent him the money for it. We all agreed to this, and I planned to pay for it at the end of the month after I had gotten paid. However, a week before the trip was to begin, I was no longer able to attend. However, I promised to pay in full for my part. However, this is where my other friend, Peter, gets involved. He was part of the original planning of the trip but decided he could not afford it and was thus not included in the booking. However, once he heard that I was unable to attend but still paying for the room James had booked, he said he wanted to go. Naturally, everyone agreed that he could, and so I didn't pay for my part assuming that Peter would cover it. He did not. The trip went off without a hitch. However, upon return, James asked me when I was going to be able to pay him back. I was confused because I hadn't gone on the trip and said that it was Peter's responsibility, which made Peter very upset. He said that because I had agreed to go on the trip and had cancelled with such short notice that it was my job to pay for it, as if he hadn't decided to go, the room would have been empty and a waste of money. He argued that because I make more money than him and he couldn't afford to pay for the accommodation, it was my fault and I shouldn't have planned the trip if I couldn't keep my promises. I would have no problem paying James for the money he spent on the room if it had remained empty, but the fact that Peter saw that as his chance to have a cheaper holiday is causing me to refuse. As a result of this, James is no longer talking to either of us, saying he will once we can start acting like adults and someone pays him the money. Am I in the wrong?